Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 15th of April 2020. My name is Gregory Scott. I'm a tarot reader and astrologer. I do a daily tarot reading every day of the year, and I've been doing that for several years. So these readings are for everyone who watches. So if you get something out of this, make sure that you let other people know. And what I do is I set the intention. What is the day going to be about? This case, Wednesday, the 15th of April. And what do the cards want you to know so that you can take the energy, whether it's good or bad or neutral, and turn it in a way to make it something that's positive for you. Let's have a look at that. The Hangman, the Ace of Cups, beautiful, and Strength. Wow. Two major arcana cards and a court card, an ace card, gift from the universe. First of all, we've got the Hangman. This way around, we've got him as a beautiful butterfly. So once he's hanged, I had an expression yesterday. I went up the Tor, and Glastonbury Tor, which is so gorgeous, by the way. If you've never visited, it's the heart chakra of the world. It's so beautiful here in Glastonbury. I'm just falling in love with it all over again. And she said that one of the bishops had been hanged, drawn, and quartered up at the Tor. So lots of history here. Someone is punished, hanged, drawn, and quartered. And once he is punished, he transforms into a beautiful butterfly because he sees the truth and he flies off and he's liberated. In this case, you haven't quite seen the light yet. You haven't quite liberated yourself yet. You may feel like you're being punished by other people for something that you haven't even done, or you're having to bear the brunt of something that it really isn't your fault. Sometimes in families, particularly, narratives can be created around certain members of the family that just become very stereotypical, and it has nothing to do with that person in itself. You know, every family has a black sheep. Every family has I don't even want to say it, because people will always just see you as you are. And that's why it's so important to think for yourself. If you're a cashier for 10 years at your local supermarket, your family and friends are going to say, hey, that's Sandra, my friend. She works at the local Tesco's. But then if you run for, you become involved in politics and you become the local MP, the minister for the local area, member of parliament, and you become the head of your party and then the prime minister, and you're prime minister for 4 years, that's how people will then see you. The only one who can see all versions of yourself, the only one who really knows how you're going to transform what your butterfly state looks like. You're in caterpillar form now. Only you know what your butterfly state looks like, no one else. And the information to transform and to turn yourself into this beautifully enlightened butterfly, so a metaphor for seeing, transforming your perspective. You see this halo around him, transforming your perspective and seeing the truth of things. Once you see the truth of things, you realize that everything is made of love. Love is being given to you, and it always has been handed to you on a silver platter. What the example, for instance, that's coming to mind now is a baby. A baby needs so much nurture and care simply to survive. And you were a baby. I was a baby. So at some time, we must have experienced love. All of us have experienced some sort of love. If you were adopted and you went to the ACS worker and then you were in the foster system and you've never found love, I bet you love to do something in your life, or you have a faith. Love always finds a way in. And even if it hasn't found a way in, if you are still in the caterpillar mode and you really have never experienced any form of love in your life, then today it will break through. First of all, these two doves of peace, love them. They form a relationship. There's a peace sign in between them. The thing they have in common is peace. The chalice overflowing with water is a symbol for overflowing love into a pool of people who love. These lotus flowers symbolizing individuals who've had challenging lives and who've come out on top, and they're being showered with even more love. So today you get an answer from within as to what kind of butterfly you're going to be. Whether you're going to be a big blue, gorgeous butterfly or a nice purple one like this. Finally, we have the Strength card. Strength is a woman tending to a lion, supported by the sun in the back. Infinity symbol on her head. Strength is the 8th card of the major arcana. They sometimes switch it. It's either the 8th or the 11th. They switch it with justice sometimes. But strength makes sense to me as 8, because 8 in numerology is power. And this woman is eternally taking care of this lion because she's listening to her intuition and she's happy with herself. She's got a lovely temperament. She's sunny. She sees the bright side of life, and she has these ego thoughts like any of us do. She goes about her business and la-di-da, everything's hunky-dory. And then suddenly a thought will come in like, you're no good. That just rained on my parade. I'm going to take that thought and say, thank you for sharing, bye-bye. And I'm going to leave that and get back on my merry little way. That's what she's able to do. So think of this as a metaphor for a woman tending to her own inner monster. That all inner monster we're afraid of. And you know what's the interesting thing? When you do some inner work and you start to look within yourself, you realize that there isn't any monster in there. It just feels like one. And that's the beauty of looking within. So taking a self-inventory, because all these horrible skeletons that you think are hidden beneath the surface and are in the closet, you realize that you're just a bog-standard human being like the rest of us. And if you tell someone about your personal inventory, they won't have heard that a million times before. You know, we all think our hang-ups and our little demons are so special. Everyone on planet Earth has experience what we're feeling at any one time. And that's the great thing. When you have the strength to pull yourself out of pain, out of listening to the ego, by using your strength through love to transform yourself into the person you want to be, rather than letting strength overwhelm you and letting it punish you, and letting the love for yourself and love for the world and love for the universe go to waste. So you find your power today through love, inner love, a kiss from your boyfriend, the kiss of true love, as Ursula would say, a big morning breakfast, and no one says anything, but you all just realize that you belong together and you're a family that works. That gives you an inner strength. Purple is intuition, which propels you intuitively. Look at the 4 here with his legs. It propels you to be the best thing you can be, to flourish, to open your wings and uncaterpillar yourself and go into your cocoon and come out of the cocoon as the best version of yourself. And 4 is stability. Pink, what you love, green and pink is the heart chakra. So it's like a vortex. Glastonbury Tor is the heart chakra of the world. So you're able to set down a new platform, a new route on which you can build a very quirky identity. So anyone who's been thinking of kind of If you've been thinking of being a card reader yourself, or a psychic medium, or a divine channel, and you get that message today, pay attention to it, don't dismiss it, and really listen. There may be something to it. If you get a creative impulse, also wonderful, wonderful, go for that. But I think it's going to be a generalized feeling of self-love. I have the strength to do what I need to do today. Plus, I have extra strength to give to myself to really turn myself into something I've always wanted to be, into someone I've always wanted to be. Numerology, we've got 12 and a chord card with Ace. Is not a chord card. It's the first card of the minor arcana suit of cups, so it counts as 1. 12 and 1 is 13, and 8 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 is about new beginnings and communication. And you feel the love that allows you to communicate with yourself, because you're able to stomp out all of these negative feelings. They don't overwhelm you. You have the extra energy to communicate with yourself and thereby become the butterfly you're meant to be and fly off. Butterflies have a lot of freedom. 8 and 1 is 9 and 12 is, 21. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please head over to the website. It's gregoryscott.com. And in my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, numerology, and my intuition. And to draw up your astrology chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then please order a chart rectification on my website. That's a process where you give me 10 or more life events. I work out your time of birth. And that makes the chart much more accurate because it changes every 4 minutes. So the houses are really, really affected by it. If you don't have your birth time and you've never had your chart read, then get in touch for a rectification. Otherwise, check out the website for the readings. We're having a discount at the moment. Coupon code Spring Special. 25% off all priority and emergency sessions. Those are the pricier ones where you can reach me immediately, where I have to really shake my schedule around. So there's a discount on those. Check that out. If you like the video, hit subscribe and share it as always. That would always be appreciated. Have a lovely day and I'll speak to you tomorrow.